Hello, this is Dr. Christina Grange, and this is a brief presentation about the concept of Sankofa. My goal is that by listening to this, you'll have a better understanding about why, in the field of psychology, we are concerned about elements of history and how it impacts the work that we do. Sankofa is a great concept for understanding why we look back to better understand how to move forward. Sankofa is actually a symbol that's used by the Akan people in West Africa, specifically in Ghana. And the idea behind Sankofa is that we want to reach backward to reclaim what was lost in order to move forward. Oftentimes, there are elements of our history that are not totally understood or they've been mispresented. So we want to do what we can to understand recent as well as more distant history as far as research, as far as concepts, to make sure that we're using them in a way that can best serve, in my opinion, the communities that we are charged to provide services to. The idea is, as you see here in this image, that there's a bird and its head is turned backward, taking an egg from its back. And that's, again, the importance of reaching back to acknowledge what information is in the past and bring it into the present in order to make positive progress. That, of course, as people in psychology, people who want to make a positive impact on the psychological wellness of our communities, that is something we want to do, make positive progress. It's valuable to think about what a concept like Sankofa actually means for you as the individual, understanding that individually we make up communities. We individually also are bringing to the table our own history, be it academic history and content that we've learned, or our personal life history. So, in this class, I hope that you can use what you've learned to better understand what you are currently learning. That is an awesome experience to be able to have. The lessons are often personal and academic. Both are critical to understanding how you're experiencing information now and how you'll ultimately use it in the future. If you think about it at this moment, even as you're learning something like this new concept of Sankofa, you're shaping your mind and your history. Hopefully, in a year, in 5 years, you'll think about this concept and understand that, yes, indeed, it is important to understand our past and use it to inform how we're moving forward. So we want to think about, what does Sankofa mean for psychology? What we want to do ideally is understand the work that has been done in our field so that we understand the work that needs to be done in the future. The reality is that we have a lot of information. Our field of study has done some great science that informs how we serve people in a variety of settings. Our field has also misrepresented some of the information that's been found, and has also, as we think about ethics, not always done great work or presented work in a way that serves all populations equally. All of that is important in helping us to decide how to best serve the communities that will be served ultimately in the future. We want to understand the work that was done so that we can replicate what's good, but also avoid any mistakes that were made as much as we can. The reality is that the concept of Sankofa gives us much to consider. I hope that as we are exposed to any research that's been done in the past, or any concepts, or any particular theorist, we can be open to considering what that work means for where we are today. Doing so requires that we keep an open mind. And as we keep an open mind, we can kind of see what type of understanding can be created. I hope that we can do so in a collaborative way, with all of us bringing our ideas to the table and being open to the ways in which those ideas will evolve. Thanks so much for listening.